And here we go. This is the Define Yourself podcast, video cast with Jack Morise. First episode. I'm excited, turned up. I'm do my best not to cuss. I'm do my best to keep this thing like, you know what I'm saying? So everybody can get a piece of it. Everybody can get something from it. We're going to come in on some positive. We're going to come in on some beat the negative, F the negative. We're not dealing with nothing. We're not trying to like chase the algorithm. We're not trying to be like everybody else. We're not trying to have that little corny setup where you got the guy who has to talk the stuff and say all the crazy things to make the algorithm jump. Nah, we doing this really for the people. We really doing this to help people define themselves. We really doing this we doing this to help people be inspired. I'm not a regular person, but I'm a human. I'm a man, right? Like I don't need to be nothing to you. I just want to share the way I see things. You know, I don't need to be your guru. I don't need to be no shaman or nothing like that. I'm legit here just to say, hey, look at it this way. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm here for. I'm here to, promote healthy living, healthy attitude. I'm here to talk to you about real life issues, real life problems that you deal with every day that might make it hard for you to smile, that might make it hard for you to even begin to be the person that you want to become or at some point wanted to become. And, I can't guarantee that I'm going to change your life. The one thing I can guarantee is that I will have you looking at things a little bit different. And that's just me. I don't have a general perspective. I don't feel like I look at things the way everybody else looks at them. And I think it could be funny sometime when I talk about it. I think it could be hilarious. I think it might even piss people off sometime to hear how my mind works. But I'm excited. We're going to do this. We're going to get it popping. So without further ado, let's get into the show. My name is Jack Morise. I'm a rapper. I am an entrepreneur. I am an actor. I am a comedian. I'm everything that I want to be on any given day. You never know what I might be on. But guarantee that whatever I'm doing, I'm giving it my all, and I'm definitely putting my heart into it. So right now, I'm your podcast host, Jack Morise, and you could see me at Jack _ Morris, Instagram, the incomparable Jack Morise on Facebook, and I'll make sure I leave all those links and things in the comments. So we starting out rough, we thugging. It's not gonna be perfect. I'm not gonna talk perfect. I'm not gonna say everything like they talk all structured. I don't have a script. I do got some bullet points, some notes that I took down in order to keep this show within a certain like construct, if you will. But man, this is what it's about. It's about just kind of being able to come to this and speak my mind and talk to y'all direct and have a real conversation with y'all about things that y'all may or may not be dealing with, or you may have to deal with at some point. So on this show, I'm gonna be talking about news that includes sports, entertainment, entrepreneur, and business, and anything virtually in the news worth talking about. I'm gonna try to touch on it. If I see something that catches my eye, I'm gonna talk about it. And again, I'm gonna give you my perspective. If you hear something in the background, that's an airplane, that's a jet. I live near an airport, so bear with me, work with me for now until we build this thing up and we get our own studio and we locked in like that. But yeah, I live by an airport, so yeah, Inglewood, California, baby. So bear with me. I might pause and hold on, let that go through. So, I'm excited though. It's been a long time coming, like I said before, but I want to hold you or keep y'all no more. I've been just running my mouth kind of for like 5 minutes, so let's get into it. What's going on in the news? I'll start with sports. We'll start light, kind of, sort of. You feel me? So, if you don't know me, some people might say I'm even like a glutton for punishment because of my choice in football team. So I'm a Cowboys fan. That's right, 5-time champions. I got to see 3 of those championships with my own eyes. So legitimate Cowboy fan. That's how I kind of see that. Like some people be fans of teams and y'all never seen them teams win, even though they got trophies or whatever. But who cares? Go Dallas. Fucking lost last night. Yeah, fucking lost. I'm cussing. I'm trying not to cuss. I can't go back at this point. We gotta keep going forward. So hopefully I don't get flagged for that. Hopefully I held it down for like the allotted amount of time that I needed to hold it down. Or I might even go back and, bleep that out just to make sure we keep it, we keep it PG. We keep it on track. Right, in the right space. I want everybody to get this. I want kids to be able to get this. I want older people to get this. And apparently YouTube, they don't like, people with potty mouths and people talking crazy and mentioning certain types of words. So I'm trying to stay within that guideline. So I already messed up by saying the F-bomb. So hopefully we don't get killed for that. But I got to practice. We got to work on it. So let's get back to the show. My Cowboys lost last night. 10 years ago, I probably would have felt some way. 20 years ago, I probably want to fight, not talk to people for a few days going into the week. But as I've gotten older, it's sports. God bless them brothers out there playing their hearts out, putting it all on the line every Sunday, every team, all of them. College, high school, all the levels. Anybody willing to get out there and play that game and definitely be able to succeed at that game at a high level, you have my respect. As far as like being a fan, like super fan of the NFL and all that, it's a good excuse to have chicken wings every now and then. These men are out here making their living, they're making their way, but I couldn't, it was times when I would bet on the games and I would chill all day. We'd watch the games from the morning, shout out there. We'd watch the games from the morning to the evening game and we'd bet and we'd do the fantasy and all that. And that was pretty much the height of my fandom. I had a good time too, like placing bets every weekend, running the parlays and whatnot. It was a good time. I like to get back to it, mess with it somewhere like down the line. But I think since then too, like that changed my fandom a little bit too. Then you had like the Kaepernick thing where everybody kind of was like not messing with the NFL because they didn't want people to kneel. And, I really wasn't tripping either way about that. But I get it. But I think for me, I think what killed me, like as a fan of sports, is watching other fans, right? Like watching other grown men behave like children because their team lost. Seeing brothers destroy property, damage stuff. Seeing cats, mess up their whole rent situation on games. And it's just, I had brothers come at me about it, I'm walking in like, damn, your team just lost. Oh, you don't know football, my ninja. You don't know football. If you knew football, man, they lost. That's what I do, though. They lost. It don't matter what you do, how you trying to, like, put that in my head, or you trying to explain it to me that you're a superior of football aficionado. I don't give a fluff. They lost. Yeah, they lost. So, stuff like that, man, having them arguments with cats over the football game, knowing deep down I didn't care as much as they do. I'm going to be real. I love my team when we winning. When we losing, I don't feel no way. I don't really care. I don't know them people. I ain't never met Jerry Jones. I ain't got no stock in the Cowboys. I like the colors, and I like the Emmitt Smith, and I like the Troy Aikman and Dion and Michael Irvin, so on and so forth. Shout out Moose Johnson. Shout out Jake Novacek. Shout out Darren Woodson. You know what I'm saying? Like that was my little fandom right there. So Since then, man, the Cowboys, you already know what they been. Moving along. Looks like my Dodgers, 2 games away. World Series, 2 games away. World Series. We was a little scared the other night with what's his name? Shohei. We got a little scared about Shohei. He messed his shoulder up trying to steal. That guy's amazing. Like, just to hear that this guy is trying to steal a base is crazy. You understand that this man is also the pitcher. He's also a pitcher, like one of the best pitchers in the game and one of the best hitters in the game. Like, at the same time, like, this is crazy, man. This is some old Babe Ruth, Japanese version type stuff. So shout out Shohei. From what I'm hearing, he'll be back in the World Series. He probably won't pitch, I don't think, but he'll definitely be back making his presence felt. And let's get it. Go Dodgers. Let's win the series. Other than that, I don't have nothing to say. I like the Yankees too, but obviously Dodgers. So right now, it's F the Yankees. We don't care about what the Yankees got going on. We don't care about Jay-Z's fitted hat. We don't care about none of that. None of that. Knick fans, we don't care about none of that. What y'all doing over there, man? Y'all better get some extra jackets and get warm because it's going to be a cold winter after the Dodgers take this dub. So, go Dodgers. That's where my loyalty lies, and that's where the world will revolve around Dodger baseball. The baseball world will revolve around Dodger baseball for the foreseeable future. So, go Dodgers. What else we got? My Lakers are 3-0, bro. Shout out JJ Redick, first coach to have us on the 3-0 track since LeBron got to LA. Does that speak something against LeBron? Does that speak something against AD? Yeah. That really don't make no damn sense how we never won 3 games in a row to start a season or 2 games in a row to start a season when we have Anthony Davis and LeBron James. But mind you, it is the Lakers, and every team play the Lakers like it's their championship. Like, even if like the Lakers is kind of like going through the motions or whatever that night, and it's, we in Charlotte tonight, and Lonzo Ball is not Lonzo. What's the other? LaMelo? He on the sideline. He anger man, whatever you call it, minute man. He minute managing. You know what I'm saying? Managing minutes. Even with that like nonsense, it's like Charlotte gonna try to play their hardest that night. Charlotte gonna try to get up for the Lakers. LeBron on that court. It don't even care. It don't even matter if LeBron was on the court. Just you put on that jersey. It's like, I gotta beat the Lakers. We gotta beat the Lakers. Everybody grow up thinking about beating us and winning championships against us. Like, I've literally watched people switch 5 different teams that played the Lakers while the Lakers was on one of their runs. I've seen people be fans of every team that was the team that had the best chance to beat the Lakers. I've seen people be temporary Sacramento King fans. I've seen people be temporary Oklahoma Thunder fans. So, yeah, and then all these new Golden State fans, I love y'all. Y'all funny. Shout y'all out. Shout out Steph Curry. But that's what it is with sports. That's why you can't really like live and die with this shit. If you played it and you got a passion for the game, then go to the park and play that shit and have a passion for the game. All this like entertainment, sports shit on TV, sports stuff on TV, don't get caught in the hype, man. Enjoy the game, enjoy the show. At the end of the day, it's all entertainment, and it's a whole bunch of people making a whole lot of money that ain't got nothing to do with you. So don't take it too personal. Don't take it too serious. Go Lakers, 3-0, championship season, right? Yeah, we on. Moving along. So I was watching Gil and them last week. I caught some of the show Friday. So I guess they beefing with Stephen A. over something with Jaylen Brown, Boston Celtic Finals MVP. I guess there's some smoke there. Stephen A. got on, left one of his Stephen A. signature WWE promo. Hey, Gil. Yeah, we don't always agree, and blah blah blah, and blah blah blah. But I can't wait. He was talking about he can't wait to like get the smoke and have a confrontation or have the conversations with Gil and Rashad McCants. Shout out Cemetery Larry too. He funny. I don't know him personally. I never met him, never met none of them cats. But hopefully one day I do get an opportunity to, and in a professional way, that generates money and benefits all of us. But until then, I don't need to meet them. And I love their show, and I hope they keep doing what they're doing. Shout out Kmart too. Shout out Kmart. OG NBA. Should be like getting way more pub and way more love than he does. But shout out Kmart too. But yeah, I fluff with Gil's Arena. Fluff. That don't even sound right. We gonna have to find some word. I rock with Gil's Arena though. Yeah, I like them cats. I actually listen to them while I'm playing 2K sometimes. So anyway, but apparently Stephen A got beef with McCants. Stephen A basically came out, said something like he heard from inside sources that Jaylen Brown isn't marketable, yada yada, Guadalajara, whatever, blah blah blah, right? And Rashad pretty much called Stephen A out, like, bro, what kind of statement is that? Like, where you talking about inside sources? Say a name. Say a name. Like, if somebody says something, then say a name. So basically, they called him out for that. Like, you could be lying. You could be saying anything. You could just be saying that you could have that opinion that you think this guy's not marketable. You could have that opinion that you think that this player isn't worthy. But at the same time, like, you could have just made that up. You said insiders, or you got an inside source or something like that said this guy's not marketable. What are you talking about? He's an NBA champion. What are you talking about? He's in a major city. Y'all trying to sell us Kawhi Leonard and New Balances. Like, you think you can't sell Jaylen Brown, a young, good-looking brother, intelligent? No, y'all don't want to sell that. But we ain't gonna get into that. I'm not here for all that. The conspiracies and the Illuminatis and all that. I'm not here for that. If it's ever a topic or a subject, yeah, we can speak on it. We can talk about it. But I don't care about that. But yeah, Stephen A. Gil's Arena, we'll stay tuned. We'll stay abreast of that situation. Just because it's in the world of sports, and I like their show. I don't really mess with none of the other ones like that. The Shay Shays or the Up and Smokes, not to diss them. Hopefully they doing well too. Hopefully one day we do some business as well. And maybe I'll probably check them out more and just to see, maybe learn something from them and try to see if I could pick up on anything while I'm on my video cast, podcast, whatever you want to call it, journey, Moving along. That's sports. Ooh, my favorite thing. They tell you never talk about this. We're going to talk about it. Politics. So apparently, Donald Trump had a GOP convention last night and pissed off the world. They were saying all kind of racist stuff, and somehow Bad Bunny name was brought up and all this. And I'm going to it now and see what we can find. Hopefully I was smart enough to keep the news. There go the news right there. Boom. Let's see. We saved the story from earlier. Oh, okay, so y'all don't got nothing to say. Okay. USA Today. Trump faces backlash from Bad Bunny Puerto Ricans amid fight for Latino vote. All right, so I guess yesterday, Puerto Ricans, including Grammy-winning artist Bad Bunny and Ricky Martin, widely condemned Republican presidential nominee Donald Trump after a comedian performing at his closing campaign rally in Madison Square Garden derided the island as a floating island of garbage. Ooh. Who is this comedian? The backlash comes as Trump and Democrats' presidential nominee Kamala Harris are locked in a razor-thin race and are counting on Latino voters to help get them to the White House. Puerto Rico voters living in the United States, blah, 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 blah. Who said this? So Trump, who is seeing increased support among Latino men, touted splashy endorsements from Puerto Rican artists like and Annual AA, Nicky Jam, who boasts major followings from young Latino voters. But comments from comedian Tony Hinchcliffe, who goes by the stage name Kill Tony, have caused widespread and bipartisan backlash to the Trump presidential campaign. So, okay. What's my take on this? Yeah, I saw I was watching the news this morning, and I saw like some of the other people speaking too. Some dude was naming, like, he was saying something about a Samoan unsmart, like, yeah, it was some name calling. It was pretty crazy. I can only like chalk that up probably to like that group, mentality, group think. We're all in the same place at once. We all got this same kind of energy. We all believe in the same guy. We all behind the same guy. So everybody's emotions is running high. And usually when emotions is running high, people are not thinking and people are talking out their ass. Or when people are feeling like safe and they feel like they could just say what they want to say and get it off without having nobody punch them in the face, stuff tends to get said. Stuff tends to just fly by. So I'm not surprised. Do I feel any kind of way? I'm not a Latino, but I can understand if Latinos are upset and outraged by some of the things that are being said. But I think sometimes, man, we just got to kind of stop, like, focusing on, like, being outraged and upset and putting all this emphasis. Oh my God, Trump, he's saying, go about your life. Go about your life. The true differences are made every day in your house. The true differences are made every day when you're talking to your nephews, your nieces, and you're telling them something positive and you tell them they can do things that are positive and progressive. The change happens in the home. When you turn that TV off and you pick up a book and actually, you don't got the money, you can't travel, jump in a book, you can go anywhere in the world. That's where the change happens. I ain't finna sit here and be like, I got it all figured out, but I can tell you that if you want to change anything and fix anything, you need tools. And being mad and outraged every time somebody says some goofy shit and you get mad at it, that just means that person can bring you down. Like, if you think that person is on a level below you and you're getting mad at shit they say, that means they can bring you right down to their level, and you basically are a level below the person that you think is beneath you, because they can piss you off with their ignorance, with their stupidity. Instead, try to understand where it's coming from. Try to understand the people that are talking and why they might think the way they think. And in order to like solve problems and change things, we have to get to the root. And a lot of times we're not getting to the root. We just mad right there where it happened. So my whole outlook on that is they wrong. They shouldn't be talking crazy about Latinos. They obviously feeling themselves. They probably know something we don't know. And I hate to tell you my early prediction, so I'm gonna hold it to myself, but I think you know who I think is gonna win. But we won't get too deep into that because that's politics. What else? North Korean troops popping up in the Ukraine-Russian war. Apparently, North Korea got troops heading over there with Putin. Our news reports are saying that it's shows signs of desperation. It shows signs that Putin is in trouble. He's on the ropes and all that type of stuff. So I don't know. I think war sucks, period. I think war is just counterproductive to the growth of humanity, but I also understand war's place in history. Has war ever been necessary? That can always be argued, right? As far as North Korea getting involved, I guess it's something to be concerned about. I think I try to just, at the end of the day, understand that people are going to be people, humans are going to be humans. History is going to kind of give us a glimpse of that every time, exactly what we're probably going to do. But for the most part, as long as people ain't talking about nuclear weapons and ending everything, I hate to say it, it is what it is. I pray for the people who are suffering. I pray for the people who are victims of the war. As far as the leadership in place and the people who are bringing war to the innocent, I condemn all that. I'm not with it. So, North Koreans going over there helping out, I'm not with it. I'm an American. I think what I think, I feel what I feel in terms of North Korea or Russia or whatever, but I don't think anyone who's starting wars or bringing war to innocent people or people who can't defend themselves, fairly, I don't think, they should be praised or looked at as heroes or whatever you want to call it. So I'm not going for any kind of propaganda, American propaganda on across the country, across the world. These are my thoughts, my perspectives. So, yeah, North Korea and Russia, whoop de fucking do. As long as we don't go over there. Israel versus Iran. Israel versus Iran. There's a lot going on over there in the Middle East in the past year. Apparently, Israel has been responding directly, attacking Iran. Iran, by directly attacking Iran. This is kind of new. This is not new, but this is something that hasn't happened in many years, probably since they was at war, like back in the 70s. So we're talking like 50 years or some crazy stuff like that, It's definitely showing that things and tensions are rising over there, that the people are not on the same accord. It's definitely showing that the world is in a lot of trouble in terms of where our hearts and our minds are, trying to get those things aligned and balanced back out and understand it's all about humanity. It's all about lifting each other up. But let's get back to the Iran-Israel thing. So apparently, it sounds like from what I'm reading and the things that are popping up that I'm checking out over time, and don't be trying to look at me like I'm a CNN analyst or Bernard Shaw or something out there, or Anderson Cooper or somebody. Like, no, I'm just talking. I'm just telling you stuff I read and I come across, and just giving my perspective on it in order so you don't panic and run out in the world and start spewing out information based on your emotional, how you process something emotionally. I'm trying to get you to think for a minute and just use your mind. And if you do feel some way, ask yourself why you feel some way. But Israel, Iran, I guess that's something to be looked at. Just that whole situation. If I was y'all, black people, brown people, all people, stay abreast. Stay informed. Don't be afraid to use that news app to, know what's going on in the world. But apparently Israel attacked, but they didn't mess with certain locations because they said Iran said it's going to be grave consequences if they mess with these places and this and that, and they did this and that. So I don't, we live here. We don't really know how these people live in other countries. We just hear it from the few people who go over there and come back and report to us. Those people don't really have, news is always made money when it's sensationalized, when it focuses on fear. So most of the time, people that's coming back to report to us, they have no incentive to tell us anything good a lot of times if they're trying to, have an agenda or, push some kind of, trying to make some kind of profit from the fear of whatever's happening. But done with that, done with politics, moving along. Let's go back to some lighter stuff, but this ain't really too light. Entertainment, a whole lot going on in entertainment. Too much to try to cover every little aspect of it, so I just picked out a few things that I could probably brush over. Y'all want to know what I'm watching these days? I finally watched the Bad Boy movie. Excuse me, that's the ice machine to make a lot of noise. I finally watched the Bad Boy movie. I thought it was dope. I thought it was probably maybe the best one. I don't know. I just watched it one time. I got to go back watch it again. You know how that goes. You see something the first time, you're like, oh, this is the greatest thing ever. But I did. I thoroughly enjoyed it. Even though Teresa Randall wasn't in there, my heart goes out to her, whatever she's dealing with, why she couldn't be in the film. But the replacement that they had, the young lady, I forget her name. I feel so bad. Y'all know her name. Put her name in the comments if y'all know her name. But she did a great job as Marcus Burnett's wife, as Miss Burnett. Will Smith killing it as usual, acting his ass off. Get some water. I enjoyed it thoroughly. Enjoyed it. Been watching Agatha, a lot of Halloween stuff. I'm not really into the horror, creepy, cut your head off shit. Cussed again. I'm gonna go back and count them. We're gonna see how many times I actually cussed, and because I'm really trying not to. But no, I'm not a big fan of like the traditional horror movies. Even though I've seen stuff here and there, and I remember I ain't gonna lie, horror movies scare me. Like I don't know like how your psyche work. If you watching horror movies and you like, I'm not messing with you. You not right here. Something is not. You know, you always want to watch horror movies. We don't probably date. We don't probably hang out. I'm just not into all that. I'm cool. I don't need to see people being dismembered and chopped up, and I'm cool on the music, like, then a pause, and then, like, F all that. Give me something funny. Give me something I can laugh and go to sleep peacefully, too. I don't need no visions and thoughts in my mind of somebody coming in my shower and stabbing me with a sharp shampoo bottle or something. I don't know, man. I'm cool on it, okay? All right? I ain't been watching that stuff, but I did watch Agatha. Dope. You a Marvel fan? You mess with Marvel? Check that out. What's the name? Catherine Hahn, she do her thing, and they got old girl, the funny girl from Parks and Rec in there, the one that be talking crazy. She's in there too, so I definitely enjoyed that. And everybody's in there doing their thing as far as acting. It's pretty good. Pretty good show. Pretty good concept. What else? Cobra Kai, just finished that up. I don't know. That show, I'm not gonna lie, to me, that show is kind of corny. But it touches a nerve for me growing up in the Valley, like for a part of my childhood, like having those memories and being in the karate, being in the martial arts and stuff. So it just kind of like hits a soft spot for me, the Cobra Kai joint. And my boy, what's his name? I can't think of his name, but dude, my boy that played Johnny Lawrence, yeah. So, and I'm gonna tell you, like, it's crazy my perspective on that whole Cobra Kai Karate Kid like franchise. Daniel was the bad guy. Daniel was the bad guy. Johnny was not the bad guy. Daniel was the bad guy. But maybe another time, if y'all want, I'll give y'all my take on the whole Karate Kid thing. What do we? I watched How to Die Alone with old girl from me and my girl. We watched that with old girl from Issa, Insecure, Kelly. She got a cool little show. If you haven't seen that one, check it out. It's on Hulu, How to Die Alone. Basically, she work at an airport, and her life is a fucking mess. Ha! I'm trying, y'all. We gonna get it. I'm gonna keep doing the show. We're gonna get it. Just be patient with me. But yeah, basically, her life is a it show. There we go. It's an it show, and it's funny. It's comedy. I recommend it highly. Be watching Abbott Elementary. Shout out Keita. Great show. Got a friend who's a teacher. She don't like the show. I've been trying to get her to watch it for a couple of years, but I guess it hits home. So, but Abbott Elementary, that's a good one. Y'all should check out. If y'all got anything y'all think I should watch, I'm into action. I'm into comedy. I do like some gangster movies here and there, like a little violence. But as I get older, I find myself kind of not really gravitating toward like super violent or obnoxiously like raunchy shit, raunchy stuff. Don't get it. But anyway, a show called The Bookie with Sebastian Maniscalco. I don't know if you know him. One of my favorite comedians. Check it out if you get a chance on HBO. It's about a guy who's a bookie, and basically, it's not as cool like you might think being a bookie is cool and they making it look hella cool, but no, they kind of like let you know these guys got real problems. They regular guys, but they out here in this world hustling and grinding and getting it out the mud in the street. But it's not going as cool and it's not looking as cool as you think. So you gotta check that one out. What else? Music. Let's move on to music. What's going on in the world of music? I think y'all already know. We got a few rappers in jail, going to jail, on trial. They just got Lil Durk. This one is kind of heavy with Little Dirk. Wow. Where do I even start? So apparently they arrested Lil Durk for the murder of a rapper named Quando Rondo's cousin. And this, wait, I don't think I can say the N word. Oh no. Okay, so we're gonna have to blurt that out. So apparently they expired. Apparently they expired a rapper who goes by the name of Quando Rondo's cousin, named Lil Pab, Lil Pub, something of that nature. They expired this guy, and this was a retaliation for the death of, for the expiration, caused the expiration of King Von in Atlanta. Once he got into a fight, an altercation with Quando Rondo, and they was actually throwing hands, and then Quando Rondo's cousin pulled out a gun and shot Von. I've still never went to go seek out and watch that footage. I never had any desire to go watch somebody be murdered. Keep saying that word. To watch somebody get expired. Moving on. What else are we? No, not moving on. No, still talking about Lil Durk. So basically, he's in the feds. It's probably pretty for certain that they have a pretty strong case against this guy. Keep using the word pretty. They have a strong case against this guy, probably given the nature of his music and kind of like the boasting and the bragging in the songs. A lot of the rap that comes from Chicago, I don't know if y'all know it. You know, a lot of y'all probably don't listen to it if you like around my age. But a lot of their music, when you were talking about like living that and being that and doing all that, them dudes really be doing all that. Them dudes really go like murder somebody and then go in the booth and rap about it 6 hours later and give you timestamps and all these kind of crazy things. Like, you know, the paper trail is there if you go look. You know, and they go on TV and they do Vlad TV interviews and they tell on themselves and they go on all these different platforms. No Jumper. What is this crap? They go on stuff like No Jumper and they tell on themselves. So, am I surprised? Not at all. It's just a lot of sadness. You can look in my eyes, like it's just a lot of sadness, a lot of like tragedy just around this. Hold on, we got a plane coming. It's just a lot of sadness, a lot of tragedy around this whole thing, you know, in terms of the families, the victims that are victimized by the victimization of somebody being expired. Who's to say this person wasn't the person holding down the home, taking care of people? Who's to say this person wasn't the leader in the family, trying to encourage others and help the younger people in their family, bring them up? Who's to say what, you know? All we can say is that people are expired, they're not with us, and that in most cases, these things, why they're not with us, wasn't probably even worth it in the first place. It probably wasn't worth killing that, expiring that person in the first place. It's so crazy trying to talk within the monetization guidelines. So just bear with me. I'm gonna probably go back and just take the sound out like at those parts. But anyway, that's my thoughts. I'm not surprised. If justice needs to be served, then let justice be served. I'm not against Dirk. I'm not with Rondo. I'm not with Dirk. I'm not against Rondo. So I'm in the middle. I'm giving you a perspective. I'm not basing my decision on who I like more, whose music is hotter or whatever. It's really just something probably that didn't need to happen at all. Brothers could have been in the studio together. Brothers could have been making music together. These brothers could have been spreading a more positive message. But we know the algorithm don't want that. Do your algorithm. That's why I'm here. Moving on. Music. Tory Lanez, he did some habeas corpus Christi, Texas stuff. Y'all go look it up, man. It's written everywhere. Habeas Crispus addicts. You know what I'm talking about, man. He did that. So he trying to get his thing appealed. He want to go back before the judge and say, hey, y'all messed up. My attorney wasn't up to par. Y'all ain't do the evidence right. This wasn't right. That wasn't right. I need to be free. I need to be out of jail. He trying to handle that. I wasn't there. I don't know what happened. I watched a little documentary. I feel like Tory honestly got the short end of a long stick, if that makes sense. People who know me know how I feel about Megan. God bless her. So I don't even want to get on it. I don't even want to jump on her too much. I would just let her do what she doing. We wish her much success. She obviously is trying to move on from the whole thing. But do I think Tory Lanez should be free? Probably, yeah. He should probably be free. Great musician. Am I his biggest fan? Probably not, but great musician, talented individual. Just made some bad decisions in a short period of time, and we all know what that can do. So hopefully everybody involved gets what they're looking for. Hopefully bro can get out. Hopefully bro can be free. Nobody's dead. Megan seems to be thriving and going on with her career, and I don't think the brother's a threat to society. I don't think the brother is gonna come out and, shoot somebody else. I don't know, shoot at somebody's feet. I think he probably learned. I don't think he's gonna be shooting at feet. I think he got a better understanding how guns and bullets and things that, bounce off and traject and project and ricochet and all those wonderful things happen. So he got a good lesson in science. Don't shoot at the ground. Just bear with me. What else we got? Free Toy. Tyler, the Creator, got a new album coming out. I've never heard one Tyler, the Creator album, but I like Tyler's attitude. House, dumb, stupid. Cars, dumb, stupid. Sure, go Tyler. I hope you do well, buddy. And no hate coming from me. Do your thing. In fact, I might even check you out, bro. Just since I brought you up, I'll check you out. Give people a review, a Jack Morise review. And so I've been holding on to trying to start this show forever, right? And I never got to give my comments on the Drake and Kendrick thing. I never got to actually do the show and talk about that, specifically what I thought about the outcome of it. And, initially I said Kendrick won. And not because I'm a Kendrick fan or a Drake hater. So I had to tell you, that was one of the first things that turned me off about everything about the beef, was that it wasn't really about lyrics. It wasn't really about who was doing what. It was more about people not liking Drake and more about people thinking that they identify with Little Kung Fu Kenny. When a lot of y'all don't identify with that dude. Even Daylight came out and said y'all was dissing him and saying this rap shit wasn't gonna work, but y'all was all on this at this little show. But who do I know? What do I know? I'm not gonna even try to position myself in that position, man. Hey, people grow, people learn, people change. So good for y'all. But anyway, who really won the battle? My favorite rapper won the battle. Well, who's your favorite rapper, Jack? Isn't it Kendrick? Aren't you from Compton? Wait, you think you're a pretty boy. Isn't it Drake? Because you're tall like Drake and you sing great. I can't sing. Vibrato. No, you. Let me stop. Let me stop. Let me stop. I can't sing. But no, it's not neither one of them niggas who won the battle. Damn sure ain't J. Cole, who just. I don't have no words for J. Cole right now. We'll deal with J. Cole at another time. But right now, I say Future won the battle. Jack, what you mean Future won the battle? Jack, you sound stupid. You talking crazy. F you mean? What you mean? You ain't making no sense. You got me effed up. What? And all the shit y'all be. All the stuff y'all be saying. That's just me breaking down because I keep cussing. So don't think nothing of it. I'm just a little dramatic sometimes. Stop cussing, Jack. Stop cussing. I got Future. Future one. Future, number one, put Kendrick on the Like That song. So essentially, Future sent Kendrick to kill Drake. And while Kendrick was spending all his time rapping about how much he hated Drake, how much he couldn't stand Drake, flipping 10-hour verses and I hate you and I hate your guts and and the little voice he was doing, and it's just adorable. It's Kendrick, you know what I mean? It was great. The battle, drop and give me 50. Drop and give me. Drake came with his hits. It was cool, right? And then Kendrick shut it down. Not like us. Pedophile song, #1 song of the summer, #1 song of the year. Pedophile song. Y'all like a pedophile song? It's cool. I like the pedophile song too, but it's a pedophile song. It's kind of weird, but hey, life is lifing right now. Life is doing what it is. It is what it is. Anyway, pedophile song to the side. Future won. Future's had 3 #1 albums. As far as songs go, I don't know. I'm sure he's had like some #1 hits in there, but 3 #1 albums? Really? 3 #1 albums since the beef started? How many #1 albums Drake have since the beef started? How many #1s does Kendrick have since the beef started? How many #1s does J. Cole have since the beef? Future has all the #1s out of all these people who were involved. Maybe Young Metro too, but Future won. That's my take on the Kendrick Drake battle. Got it out, got it all. Debate me if you want to. You can't win. Think about what I just said. You can't win. How you gonna win? Oh, the lyrics. Rappity rap, niggas. Rappity rap. He rappity rap. He raps a rap. I don't care. He raps a lot. So what? That's why Drake lost the beef, because he was rapping too damn much. He should have been making hooks. You heard that Not Like Us song? That song got about 4 hooks in it. Listen to it. Go listen to it. Got like 4 hooks in it. Kendrick was like, wait, he not hooking? I'm going to go ahead and take this out. I'm going to go ahead and take this off his hand. Kendrick went to dropping hooks all over. It's a freaky act. Come on. It's hooks all over that thing. Listen again. And it's a pedophile song. You love it. You like that pedophile song. You love it. That's your favorite song. You dance to it. You crip walk everything to it. I'm not mad at y'all. Y'all go ahead. Keep doing you. Future. 1. I was going to talk about the record business. Basically, it's not doing good right now. A lot of guys aren't selling. A lot of guys aren't doing too great. I think Rod Wave, he came out and did some good numbers recently. I turned his music on for like 2 minutes. I didn't really get into it. I've never really listened to his albums. If y'all got anything y'all recommend that y'all think will pop, but from like what I was hearing in the distance loosely, it was kind of depressing. So I didn't really get too into it. But yeah, I hear the record business is struggling right now. Doesn't matter. I'm here to save it. I'm here to help y'all. If y'all haven't heard my music yet, go to Jack Morise Music on YouTube. Go to Jack Morise on Spotify, Apple. Check it out. It's the truth. It's motivational. It's inspirational. Check out my music. Go to my music and listen to it and play it over and over. Let your children listen to it. Let your girlfriend listen to it. No, don't let your girlfriend listen to it. You might lose her. I'm playing. But no, I got real shit, so check me out. Sorry, I'm cussing again. Whatever. Moving along. One of my favorite things to do is give relationship advice. Do I have any relationship advice today for men and women? We'll talk a lot about relationships too, I promise. I love talking about relationships. I think it's important that we bridge some of these gaps and get a better understanding of how to treat one another. So, with that being said, men, stop looking at every female like they're the same type of woman. There are some good women out here that you're treating like Shaniqua, Quantiqua, Laliqua, Tanika Sheikah Johnson from the Grove Street Projects. You have no right to treat these young ladies, all these young ladies, the same. You have no right to assume that all these women are the same and they're all hoes and they're all sluts and they're all no good. And keep your hands off of these women as well, because all these things I'm telling you, bro, like, you get in these relationships and you're putting your hands on this woman, you're talking down on her, you're talking bad, you have a baby with her, you go to the next girl and you want to complain and you want to whine. All this is a reflection of you, sir. If the relationship fails, it's on you, sir. You can go whine to another female, and if she buys your bull, then good for you, but she's a sucker too, and y'all two suckers together now, so good luck with that. So what I'm telling you, brothers, what I'm telling you, men, is treat people right. If you're talking to a young lady, treat her with respect. Don't be afraid to actually be a man and treat her like a man should treat a woman. That's my advice to you, young man. Watch what you're saying. Watch how you carry yourself. Respect yourself and treat women the right way. Women, what I got for y'all? Ask more questions. Ask more questions. You should definitely always ask, are you seeing someone? Are you in a relationship? Are you in a situationship? Are you still dealing with someone from your past? And you don't gotta ask all these questions all at one time, but if you're in the text format, it's a good time to get some of that stuff off in the text format, definitely. But if you can have conversation and bring these things up over time and just to get a better understanding, but ask questions. Get to actually know who you're dealing with before you have a failed situation, relationship, and want to blame them for everything that went wrong. And it doesn't really work that way. Yeah, the man, he'll catch it in public. It'll be on him, but you know the truth that you probably sucked at the relationship and you didn't really do a good job to keep that man. So, that won't be highlighted and you won't take the time out to figure it out. So I recommend that you also do that. If you have any breakups, you ever been in a bad relationship, domestic violence, tragedy, you at some point got to go, okay, so where do I fit in all this? Or are you just a victim in life? And if that's just you, then I pray for you. But yeah, men, treat women better. Stop treating them all like they're the same. Take time to get to know them, and don't be mad if your game ain't tight or your conversation skills ain't up to par. Go get tight. Go get it up. Work on it if you want to talk to better quality women. But other than that, that's my relationship advice. Pretty light and simple. Men treat women better. Women ask more questions. We'll get more into that type of stuff later too. So finally, an hour in, get to the topic of the day. What time is it, bro? Like, I got my phone right here, so I can't see what time it is. I gotta get to the gym. Yeah, we're not making great time. But we're getting this done, so it don't matter. Today's topic is about popularity. How does it affect the world? How does it affect your everyday life? How does it affect you when you was young? How does it affect you now that you're all grown up? Well, what are your thoughts? My view about popularity is that it is Uh, is it important? It's important. That's something I could say. Is it fair? Popularity? Not necessarily, no, because some people are popular for reasons you would never believe, or some people become popular for reasons you couldn't imagine. But popularity definitely exists. Popularity is definitely important in terms of influence. Is it right? Probably not. Is it the right way to make a decision? Definitely not. But it's everywhere. I remember being a young man in school, and I believe I was relatively popular. And it's always like I guess a two-sided coin. You know, if you're not popular, you might want to be popular, or you might have enough sense to know like you don't really want to be popular, because with popularity comes a whole lot of fucking negativity, because popularity is not really anything you can build a foundation on. It's like sand in your hand, right? It falls through, you pick up some more, and it falls through until it's gone. And when you run out of sand, basically you're not popular anymore. um that can have a severe, like, detrimental effect on your whole psyche and your whole confidence and all that type stuff, right? Like, look at females, for instance, social media. um they want to be popular. You gotta believe, like, you shaking your ass, you getting half naked on Instagram, on, you promoting your OnlyFans, and you gotta believe on some level it has something to do with attention, right? It has something to do with some sort of validation. Like, I've learned about women, like, a lot of women don't necessarily care about sex more than they care about attention. So a lot of times when women use a man just to get the attention, I've literally seen married women go out to clubs, dance with men, and then cut the shit off and go home and be with their man, like, and not feel no kind of way, and about the dude they dance with, no numbers, no moving forward, or even might even flirt, let a guy buy him a drink. Got a husband, I'm going home. But she's getting that attention because she's popular. But in this case, her priority is her marriage. Her priority is her man. So she's not letting popularity dictate her situation, or affect her marriage to that point. So I'm saying, like, this popularity thing is crazy. It breeds jealousy. It breeds contempt. I was just talking about Kendrick and Drake. I think a lot of that whole thing was more about a popularity contest more than it was about true skill, MCing and rapping and things of that nature. I had the battle pretty close up until Not Like Us came out. But what I saw on social media was that it wasn't so much about Drake not being a good artist. It was more about Drake being light skinned. It was more about Drake being this soft guy. It was more about Drake being, I don't know, just all these things. It was weird, because it was like, niggas been going to his concerts. Y'all been buying the albums. Obviously, y'all been, tapping in with bro. But then when it came, it was like, choose one. It was like, we choose Kendrick. Kendrick had more popularity, and I'm looking at that, and I noticed, like, is it because he's the little guy? Does he have like the underdog look? I go back when it was Tupac and Biggie. I think a lot of people sided with Biggie, smaller guy, talking, barking. You kind of look at that guy and you're like, oh yeah, I can see myself. I'm a small person, or most people aren't tall, most people aren't. Everyone's not, And so when you see someone who's your same stature, your same height, someone you feel like you can put on what they're doing, you relate more. So I think people look at Kendrick, J. Cole, like, they're not really out here, on some super fashion type stuff. They're not really out here trying to, set trends in terms of their look, their outer appearance, as opposed to the sustenance of their content. But I think the outer look too, how they carry themselves, it falls into that. It's the same kind of thing, right? But ultimately, I feel like popularity is everywhere. I noticed when I had jobs, the people who were perceived as more popular got more opportunities, seemed to have more job security. But when I look back at those people, and at the time I probably was like, oh, this is some favoritism type stuff, and it's not fair, and I'm working hard, but da 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 da, and dee 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 dee, and that's not really it. You know, hard work isn't popular. You going to work, busting your ass, sweating and shit, nobody care. Nobody want to see you doing all that because you're making us look bad. Why are you working so goddamn hard? What you hiding? I've learned that when you're popular, when people like you, just show up. People just want to work with you. People want to be around you. You gotta work that goddamn hard. You ain't gotta be all tired and exhausted when you go home, can't go to the gym, can't do nothing with your kids and nothing like that. If you put emphasis and onus on being popular, and I know I'm making it sound like shallow, but I don't mean being popular. I mean being likable. I mean being someone that people want to be around. And sometimes you just never have that. Sometimes you'll never have that gift or that ability, and that's fine too. The most important thing is not to be concerned with popularity ever. Whatever you do, even if you do music and, on some level to be considered successful, you need people to, be like looking at you like you're popular, like you're somebody worth paying attention to. But you can't base your success on that. You can't base your success on what everyone else thinks and feels. Because at the end of the day, man, we're in this if we're doing music, we do it for the love. We don't do it for people to like us. And if you're doing it for those reasons, then it's gonna be a tough life for you. But yeah, I've seen popularity play out at the workplace. I've seen people who were less popular treated different. And is it fair? No. Will it ever be fair? No. But why did I talk about popularity today, and why am I kind of just bouncing all over the place with it, just trying to give you my perspective on it? It's because I'm looking at the election season. I'm looking at the past little things that have been going on with Kendrick. I'm looking at this thing with Diddy. Amazing. 10 years ago, y'all loved it. 10 years ago, y'all loved him. Y'all celebrated with him. Y'all danced with him. Y'all drank his liquor. And 10 years later, y'all shit all on his name. Moonwalk on his name. Is he wrong for the things he's done? Absolutely. Have you never done any of those things? I'll leave you alone then. But some of y'all suspect and y'all talking and y'all out here going with what's popular. The popular trend is to diss this man and shit on this man like he don't got no family, like he don't got no kids, like he don't got no name. And you know what? I get it. You put yourself out there. You got in a business that required you to be in the public eye. This would come with it. Fair enough. But I just hope some of y'all asking yourself, am I doing this because this is the popular thing to do? Or am I doing this because it's just fucking funny and hilarious? But if there's victims and there's crimes being committed, is it that funny? Anyway, I hope y'all got my take on it. That was the topic for today, popularity. Let me see. Did I kind of like dig into it the way I was hoping to? Let's see. Yeah, I touched it. Social media. What are your thoughts on popularity? Like, how has it affected your life? I would love to hear from y'all in the comments, especially if you're going to participate with the show and listen. Let's be a family. Let's start this family now. Let's start this friendship now. Let's go on this journey together. Please leave a post in the comments. Please give me suggestions, things that you'd like to talk about. I got to set up an email for the show. Once I get that up, and then I'll start taking emails as well. For now, comment, hit the like button. Please participate. If you want to see more shows, tell other people about it. Once again, this show is strictly for, me to give you a perspective and help you to maybe view the world in a way where you're looking more at perspectives and you're looking more at the angles as opposed to just going right, where it hits you in the heart, where you feel you're not just jumping into your emotions, you're actually taking time to think things out because you know what I'm here for, man. You know what I want to see you do. You know how I want to see you get to it, man. You ain't got to be like everybody else. You ain't got to do what everybody else done. All you need is a dream and belief in yourself. All you need to do is define yourself.